Is HYBE truly prepared to face the reality that they must move forward without BTS? And why did Taehyung and Jungkook suddenly speak out about internal issues that have been hidden all this time? The latest statements from these two BTS members are not only shocking to the public, but also raise major questions about the future of one of South Korea's largest entertainment agencies, an unprecedented development. HYBE is now under intense scrutiny after two of BTS's most influential members, Taehyung and Jungkook, voiced their dissatisfaction and concerns regarding the new direction and policies of the company. These statements were made while both are still serving in the military, which only adds to the gravity and oddity of the situation. In a written statement released through their personal agency, both expressed deep concern over the shift in core values that they believe has eroded the original spirit of BTS and the ARMY community. Since all BTS members began their military service, HYBE has attempted to shift its business focus by relying on newer groups such as New Jeans, LE Seraphim, and TXT. However, the absence of BTS as the company's main pillar has had a visible impact. HYBE's stock value has experienced drastic fluctuations, and discussions among investors have begun to question the company's dependency on one group. In this context, the statements from Taehyung and Jungkook add to the tension that has long hovered over HYBE's top management. According to an internal source who declined to be named, Taehyung explicitly stated that there are new policies that not only blur the identity of BTS, but also weaken the emotional bond that has always been the main strength between the artists and their fans. Jungkook, in a simultaneously released statement, added that he feels a loss of clarity in the vision and mission that once served as the foundation of BTS's journey. Both emphasized that they were not speaking as individuals, but as part of a system that feels the need to correct its course before it's too late. These statements mark the strongest signal yet from BTS members toward HYBE since their debut a decade ago. Many see this as a symbolic resistance to management decisions deemed too aggressive in expanding the business, without considering the legacy and principles built by BTS. There are also those who believe this is an early warning of a potential disintegration in the relationship between the group and its agency. Interestingly, even though they are currently serving in the military, the statements were released strategically, just days after issues surfaced about organizational changes within HYBE. Several key positions that previously connected directly with BTS were reportedly replaced by individuals focused more on global expansion and multi-label business. This has sparked speculation that these management decisions were not only made without consulting BTS, but also contradict the inclusive and participatory principles the group has long upheld. Public reactions have been mixed. Most ARMYs support Taehyung and Jungkook's courage to speak openly, while others are demanding clarification from HYBE. Some media analysts believe this situation could be a turning point in artist-agency relationships within the South Korean entertainment industry. Meanwhile, HYBE has yet to provide an official response to the statements from its two flagship artists. However, internal employee sentiment is reportedly heating up. Some staff members expressed anxiety over leadership policies that are perceived to ignore input from artists, including critical decisions made unilaterally. At the same time, market analysts warn that this situation could affect HYBE's credibility globally. While the company still relies on revenue from various business units, its dependence on BTS for image and public trust remains dominant. When two of the most influential BTS members openly express their dissatisfaction, it inevitably triggers a wider trust crisis among both fans and investors. The big question now hangs in the air. Can HYBE survive without BTS as the gravitational center of its business? And more importantly, will the voices of Taehyung and Jungkook drive structural change? Or will they open a new chapter in a broader internal conflict? In a world of K-pop, often wrapped in an image of perfection and manufactured harmony, these statements pull back the curtain on issues rarely touched upon: internal conflicts, clashes of interest, and the struggle between artists' idealism and the agency's business orientation. No longer just a personal issue, the words of Taehyung and Jungkook could be the catalyst for a major transformation in South Korea's entertainment industry. But the question remains, will HYBE listen before it's too late? However, amid the major shock caused by Taehyung and Jungkook's statements against HYBE, a fundamental question is worth reflecting on together. Did all of this truly happen? Or are we part of a narrative deliberately constructed to stir public commotion? It is important to remember that the widely circulating information currently comes from various media channels, including TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and other online platforms. Although several statement clips have been claimed to originate from credible sources, until now there has been no official confirmation from HYBE. This raises a question that cannot be ignored. Are we witnessing a moment of transparency from the artists toward their agency? Or is this merely a collection of viral content crafted to resemble the truth? This phenomenon shows how powerful visual and emotional information is in the digital era. When two major names like Taehyung and Jungkook are said to criticize their own agency, the public instantly reacts emotionally. But have we verified the facts enough before concluding? Is it not possible that some of the content circulating is the result of manipulation, editing, or even unilateral assumptions developed without strong evidence? The public, especially BTS fans, ARMY, need to develop a reflective attitude in responding to every narrative that surfaces. Why did such a significant statement appear while both idols are still serving in the military? Do they really want to convey an important message to the public? Or is this merely a narrative shaped by other parties for certain interests? If it is indeed true, then this reflects a serious internal crisis in HYBE's management structure. But if not, then it shows how sensationalism and hoaxes can drive public opinion without a solid basis. We want to invite you all to pause and ask, are we too quick to believe? Are we more interested in dramatization than in verification? Are we helping spread information before ensuring its accuracy? In this fast-paced digital information era, speed must not override accuracy. Every piece of information we consume carries consequences, both for the public reputation of the figures involved and for our collective perception as a society. Therefore, as part of a global community that is intelligent and conscious, let us develop a healthy skepticism. Do not be easily provoked by dramatic narratives. Do not immediately trust information just because it went viral. Ask further. Who spread this information? What is the motive behind it? Is there cross-verification from other sources? Lastly, we firmly state that this news is compiled based on information from various media channels, both social media and other online publications. However, its truth and validity still require further verification. We do not claim that the entirety of this article comes from official documents, but rather it is the result of analysis from trending discussions and information widely circulating in the public sphere. Now, the decision is in your hands. Do you believe it? Or do you choose to wait for solid evidence? What are your thoughts on the potential manipulation of information in this issue? Is this a call for collective awareness or merely a digital illusion created for clicks and attention?